Code examples are an essential resource for programmers to learn about tools and write new code. Executable code examples are particularly useful. They can be easily edited, rerun, and shared with others via emails and forums. Executable code examples are also particularly costly to construct. It is tedious to author example code that is simultaneously minimal and complete. Consider Lou, a programmer who has spent the last half hour learning how to use an archaic database API. Lou wants to share her hard-earned knowledge by extracting an executable example, showing how she now accesses the database. However, while the core pattern is short, it's currently woven into a web of unrelated logic. We propose an interaction technique, CodeScoop, that supports programmers in extracting executable code examples from existing codebases. CodeScoop helps Lou untangle the pattern into an executable example. She selects the lines of code that contain the main logic she wants to share, and then she starts to extract the scoop. CodeScoop splits the editor into two panes. The left contains unchanged application code, and the right contains the work-in-progress code example. CodeScoop helps her complete the code, highlighting unfinished sections. CodeScoop also recommends control structures that surround the included code. Upon inspection, much of the control from the original code isn't necessary to Lou's logic, though the example should include the outermost try block. It also recommends code that Lou may have forgotten, such as past uses of variables that were added to the example. Here, Lou recalls that some of these past uses of the cursor variable are critical, and she adds them by clicking on the corresponding line numbers. Unlike automatic corrections in a typical development environment, CodeScoop helps Lou reduce unnecessary complexity by recommending data collected through dynamic analysis. When getting to this point in the example, Lou realizes that the code uses a password-protected company database. She wants to make the code example more portable to people outside her company. CodeScoop helps her stub out the database so that others can test out the example without having access to the same proprietary server. Now, Lou sees that the stub is pretty complex. While the stub will be more portable, in this case it's also less readable. Lou will just add the original definition and write in some placeholder literals later. At this point, it looks like the example is finished. Lou adds a print statement to check on the results and runs the code. Yes, it's working correctly! Now, Lou makes annotations and formatting changes to help others use and read the code. Lou runs it again to make sure she didn't introduce errors. Within seconds, CodeScoop has helped Lou create a minimal, concise, executable code example from insights woven into her original code. In conclusion, we present CodeScoop, an interaction technique to help programmers extract executable examples from their existing code.